Hello everybody, it's Wendy Russo here, and I'm going to give you 5 things never to do when you're doing a pageant for the very first time. I've been coaching for about 13 years, and during that time I've noticed that there's a lot of big mistakes that people mention to me when they come and coach with me that they have made themselves. And I can never believe it, but it's true, and I've even witnessed a few myself. So first, I want to mention to you top 5 things that are the biggest rookie mistakes you can make. The very first one is not knowing what a platform is. I can remember going to a pageant and the director asked a girl, "Do you think that a platform is important for winning a pageant?" And she responded, "I think that having platforms can help because then you can feel taller and more confident on stage, but I don't think it's a requirement for winning the pageant." And everyone in the audience was like, "Yeah, no." So it was no bueno is what I'm telling you. So a platform, if you don't know, is your decision of what charity you want to or what cause you want to promote during your pageant year, during your title year, or as you pursue your title. So if you're somebody who had an eating disorder, maybe your platform is going to be related to an eating disorder and improving that and empowering women with knowledge and helping them to overcome it. Now, if you're someone who maybe has overcome an illness, maybe that's going to be your platform. But you really do need to have some type of platform or charity or cause or purpose behind doing a pageant and not just going ahead to enter a pageant just to win the title. The second biggest mistake I've seen is women who enter a pageant and they think, well, I could do my own hair and makeup. Yeah, probably not. If it's a really low level pageant and it's something where there's nobody competitive entered into the pageant and it's just like a little rinky dinky thing, sure, maybe you could. But if you're going for any real state title or certainly not a national level title, I certainly never want to see you trying to attempt to do your own makeup unless you are proficient in pageant makeup. Traditional wedding makeup is not the same. Traditional I look great in the morning, I do my makeup and I watch Instagram videos is absolutely not the same. So you really need to know pageant hair and pageant makeup. Why? Because you're going to be up against other people who already have hired hair and makeup people who are professional, who've had multitudes of winners, and you're not going to stand out because if your hair is flat and you didn't keep a curl in the hair and it all fell by halfway through the pageant, it's probably because you did it yourself. Because a true pageant professional makes sure that you look your best throughout the entire pageant and they know how to make you stand out. Also, there is a specific way to do pageant makeup versus everyday makeup, and they are certainly not the same. I would not wear false eyelashes just cruising around and going to the store myself, so that kind of says a no right there. Okay. The third thing is, for many of you who are entering for a first time, maybe you're saying, wow, I really love this interview outfit. I really love this gown. These are things I would wear. Well, what I notice is thinking that pageant wardrobe is the same as conventional wardrobe that you would wear in your everyday life is completely wrong. So wearing wardrobe that isn't pageant is definitely not great. That means like a navy blue suit, a business suit that looks like you're going to work at Wells Fargo, probably a no for interview. If you're looking at black gown that you would wear to like some black tie in your neighborhood, to a gala, to a charitable event, probably not. So when you elevate your wardrobe to pageant standards, you're probably going to wear something more bright or vibrant or noticeable for the interview room for them to remember you. And then for gown, sparkles, fully beaded, liquid beads, chiffon, capes, an attached skirt, things that you would never wear to a gala is really what is hitting the stage and making a big splash these days. Certainly, mostly colors are winning. I occasionally see black winning. It's just not a strong color. Why? Because the stage is black. So if you're on a dark stage, it's going to be harder to see you and other girls may stand out a lot more than you do. So that's another one. The fourth mistake I see people make is writing their own paperwork out by hand. Your handwriting can vary. It looks like chicken scratch half the time. It's not legible. It doesn't look professional. You need to type this out onto their document and print it out onto the page or email it to the director. But handwriting it, even for little girl pageants, I don't love it. I would prefer you typing it in. Maybe you scan the document, you type it in, and then you forward it from there. It makes it much more legible, and frankly, we don't know if everybody even can read script these days or what they can read in terms of the type of handwriting you have. So that's just my 5 cents. Plus, it gives the judges, when they look at your bio and they see handwriting, it just looks unprofessional, in my opinion. The other thing is having no spray tan before the pageant. So I had a client who went to compete at a pageant, did not have a tan. She was pale, pasty white. She did a swimsuit competition. Not pretty. Not pretty at all. I don't care who you are. I don't think bright white, pale skin on stage looks good. The lights just make it even brighter. You're going to reflect the lights like a reflector. It's not going to look good next to someone else who is tan and looks healthy. You know, we do equate a tan to health, plus it helps to showcase muscle and fitness levels. There is a definite psychological component to being tan. I know that a lot of you say, well, I don't tan. All right, well, do what you want. I'm just going to tell you that I rarely, I don't know if I've ever seen somebody win with a swimsuit competition in particular without being tan on some level. So that's my 5 cents for that. I think it's important not to wait until the event. If you go to the pageant and you haven't done a tan yet, and then you do a tan, what if it's too dark, too light, streaky, problems with it? Like now you're there and you can't do anything about it. Do that before you get there. I bring self-tanning product with me, and I would highly recommend, if you want retouches there, you could certainly have somebody do that, but do not wait until you've arrived and landed. Everyone's already there looking at you, and then if you get a spray tan at the event, you've got to get tan in a dark way, an overtly not natural looking way. Then you have to wait until the next morning to shower, and that's a long time to go with the stink of spray tan on you, and then to have it unnaturally dark. So that's my 5 cents with that. So I hope that helps you in determining a few things that you don't want to do in order to look like a rookie. So again, it's going to be the tanning first before you go to your pageant. It's making sure your wardrobe is up to pageant standards and not everyday standards. It's not handwriting your paperwork, but rather typing it out. And it's also, what was my other one? Oh, maybe I only gave you 4. Okay, so my 5th one, doing your own hair and makeup, we know that's wrong. Your last one is going to be the wrong shoes. So pageant shoes are not heavy looking, clunky shoes with a big, fat, thick sole in black. Oh, no, they're not. Generally speaking, it's a nude shoe or it is a shoe with sparkle on it. It is, these days, platforms are very popular on shoes, but it's usually a strappier shoe, something that gives the leg elongation and that's not distracting. To me, black is one of the most distracting kinds of shoes you can wear. The more straps and binds and wraps around the ankle and all that, it's just another distraction. We shouldn't be looking at your feet to begin with. We should be looking at your face and your figure and how you carry yourself. So the shoe needs to be a little nondescript, but it needs to be feminine and give you nice silhouette onto the leg. So that's my 5 cents. I really love Jonathan Kane shoes. I also love Diverse Styles by Didium, and she's fantastic. Actually, it's Diverse Styles by Sydney. And she's got some fantastic shades that are for African American skin or Mediterranean skin. So if you want to have more of a beautiful shade that matches your skin tone, I would recommend checking out her website. And when you're there, you can go ahead and use a code. It's Wendy10 and be able to get 10% off of her shoes. So highly recommend. All right, those are my 5 tips. I hope those helped you a lot. And we will see you next time. Let me know below what else you'd like me to cover in my videos. Bye-bye.